Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Welcome to another lesson of Madina Book 2. Today we'll be studying Ad-Dawsul Khamis, the fifth lesson on page 30. Inshallah ta'ala. I'm joined here by Aisha, and inshallah Latifa will be able to join us, and hopefully also Shopna and Ibtisam. Haven't heard from them yet. Okay, we've got Dream Latifa, assalamu alaikum. Latifa, can you hear me? You got your camera on, Latifa, yeah? All you have to do is turn your camera off, not hang up. Okay, let's continue, Aisha. So we're on page 30. Ad-Dawsul Khamis, it looks like we have a page and 2 lines worth of a conversation between Al-Mudarrisu and Hamid and Ali and Hashim and Abba. There's a whole group of them. There's a whole group of people here. So you know our routine. We're gonna go line by line. We're gonna read, translate, and alternate when someone joins us, inshallah. But for now, it's just you on your own, Aisha. So take it away. Ad-Dawsul Khamis, the fifth lesson. What does the teacher start off by saying?
Man fataha babal fasli.
Good.
So how many
So it's not how many. How many is come? How many is come? But man means who, doesn't it?
Who,
we know this from book 1.
Who.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just one who. Just one who. Yep.
Who what is fataha? Fataha.
Christmas is finished, Aisha. No more who. Yep. So yes, carry on, please. Aisha?
Yes, I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, drink what you're drinking. That's it. Compose yourself.
I'm just trying to find out what does it mean.
Okay, so man means who, doesn't it? Fataha is a verb like we've seen before on the pattern of fa'ala, like kharaja and dahaba.
Yeah.
Okay, and fataha means to open.
Oh, okay.
So man fataha, who opened
the classroom door.
Exactly. Man fataha babal fasli. So who opened the door of the classroom? Exactly. Welcome, Ibtisam. Assalamu alaikum. Could you please mute your microphone?
Wa alaikum salam. Okay.
Thank you, Ibtisam. So,
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Now we can hear you, Latifa, for the first time. Alhamdulillah. Welcome. Okay. So Aisha, where were we? We were saying man fataha bab al-fasli. So yes, who opened the classroom door or the door of the classroom? Okay. What I want you sisters to notice here, and for those watching on YouTube, is that we've got baba. So this is mudaf and mudafun ilayhi, isn't it? You can see al-fasli is mudafun ilayhi and it's majroor because it's mudafun ilayhi and ends with a kasra. And we know that baba is mudaf. We've mentioned before that mudafun ilayhi, in this case al-fasli, is always majroor. However, the mudaf is not necessarily always mawfu', meaning with a dhamma. It depends on where it comes in a sentence. And here you can see that it's come what's known as maf'ul bihi. Maf'ulun bihi, which is what the action has fallen upon. Now bear with me. What does it say here? It says fataha. Man fataha. So who opened? So the action here, sisters, the verb here is to open. Fataha. Right? Now what was opened? The door, innit? The door was opened. So the action is falling upon, or the action's being performed on the door. So the noun which the action is being performed on is then known as maf'ulun bihi, and it's mansoob. And that's why you see here the baba has a fatha, because it's mansoob, because it's maf'ulun bihi. Man fataha bab al-fasli. And this is a very, very big part of the Arabic language, very significant part. So it's very important you understand this. And it looks like this is where they want to introduce it on the 5th lesson of Madina Book 2. And we're probably, I'm guessing, going to be seeing many different types of, or many other examples of maf'ulun bihi. Okay. Any questions before we continue? Right, I'm going to just notch your names down. So we've got Aisha here today, mashallah. We've got Latifa, and we've got, alhamdulillah, Ibtisam, mashallah. Ibtisam, do you know what Ibtisam means?
Yes,
What does it mean?
it means smile.
Yes, it does, mashallah. Ibtisam means smile. Ibtasama is the verb. Ibtasama, yabtasimu, to smile. So ibtasama, ibtisam, ibtasama means he smiled. Ibtasamat means she smiled. Okay. Right, Latifa, could you please read the next line and translate?
أنا فتحته.
Good.
I opened the door. I opened it, sorry.
Exactly, well done. Ana fatahtuhu. So you can see ana is I, and then you can see fataha is there in the word. However, the ha has a sukoon above it. Why? Above, something above sticking. Anyway, fatahtuhu, the ha has a sukoon above it. Okay, because we've added a pronoun, or we've added a fa'il to it. When we say fatahtu, don't we? You've got fataha, he opened. Then you got fatahtu, I opened. It's like saying dahabtu, I went. Kharajtu, I exited. Okay, now here we have fatahtu. And then we have fatahtu is connected to a pronoun. So it's fatahtuhu, I opened it. Inshallah, that's clear, sisters. Well done, Latifa. Ibtisam, please read the next line.
ومن فتح النوافذ.
You are.
And who opened the window?
Exactly. Lakin nafidatun is the singular. This is the plural of nafidatun. So who opened the windows? Is that clear, Ibtisam?
Yes.
Good. Excellent. Okay. And Aisha, next line, please.
أنا فتحتها.
There you
I
are.
opened them.
Very good. I'm glad you said them and not it, because an-nawafida is plural, so we don't refer to something that which is plural as it, do we? We refer to it as them. And also look at this. We've got fatahtuha. Ha on the end there is usually referred to a noun, which is what? Singular and feminine, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what's the ruling? The important ruling that I've repeated maybe 57 times. I don't know. Many times I've repeated it.
I remember it. So
Remind me, please. Remind me, please.
That we treat male plural as singular feminine.
Even if I was to say, for example, at tulab, would we treat tulab as singular feminine?
No.
Okay, so that's plural masculine.
I don't know that deeply.
All it is, it's not plural masculine.
I've seen.
Yeah, it's not plural masculine. It's plural and غير العاقل, non-human.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's non-human. So it could be masculine or feminine. The gender doesn't come into play here. It's if the word is plural, which in this case an-nawafida is plural, and غير العاقل, meaning non-human, and obviously a window is non-human. So we refer to it as if it's singular feminine. This must be clear with everybody. Aisha, Latifa, Ibtisam, this must be clear. For those watching on YouTube, any questions, comments? If you're watching live, do leave a comment, a question. If not, also leave a comment, a question. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, inshallah. Okay, let's move on to the next line. Latifa, please.
من كسر هذا المكتب أأنت كسرته يا هشيم. Who broke this table? Was it you who broke it, oh Hashim?
Good. Yes. Man kasara hada al-maktaba. I usually translate al-maktab to desk, which is a type of table. So you're not wrong technically. Okay. And then yes, anta kasawtahu ya Hashimu. Did you break it, oh Hashim? Inshallah, that's clear. Well done. Okay. Go ahead, please, Ibtisam. Next line.
لا إني ما كسرته.
Kasartuhu.
كسرته. No, I didn't break it.
Very good. But it says inni. It doesn't say ana. It says inni. What does inni? Remember, it's got the inna. What does inna mean?
Indeed.
Exactly. So indeed or surely I didn't. Yep. Just want to add that part in because if it said ana ma kasawtuhu, then we'll translate it one way. But if we've added inna, we need to change it. We need to add something as well. So yeah, well done. Okay, go ahead, please, Aisha.
رجع زكريا وحمزة وحشان من مكة
وعثمان
وعثمان من مكة. Is how to translate Raja?
Well, what does Raja mean? Do you know what Raja means? Okay. Does anybody know? Can anybody help us out, please?
Return.
Yes, to return. To return. Thank you, Latifa.
Return.
So Raja. Yep, to return.
Okay. Who returned? No, it's not who returned. Did Zakaria and Hamza and Uthman return to Makkah from Makkah?
Yes, good.
Yeah.
رجع زكريا وحمزة وعثمان من مكة. Now, did Zakaria and Hamza and Uthman return from Mecca? And we've studied before, I believe we have, that when the verb comes first, so you can see, even though it's plural, Zakaria or Hamzatu or Uthmanu, this is jam, this is plural. Because the verb has come first, we don't say raja'u and use the plural form. We just say raja'a. Raja'a and we use the singular form. If the names came first and then the verb, that wouldn't be the case. We'd use plural verb. However, when the verb comes first, we have to use the singular form. Because the fa'il, the doer of the action, is written here, Zakaria and Hamza and Uthman. We can't add it and say raja'u and add the fa'il, the doer, to the verb, and then mention the fa'il once again. So we use the singular form of the verb when the verb comes first. Okay, I hope that's clear. If the verb comes first, use singular. That's it. رجع زكريا وحمزة وعثمان من مكة. Okay, good. And Latifa, next line, please.
لا ما رجعوا. No, they did not return.
Exactly. ما رجعوا. نعم. Good. Okay, Ibtisam. Ibtisam. Ibtisam, we're going to move on. 3, 2.
وذهبوا إلى المدير.
Sorry, repeat that for me, please. يا أستاذ. Ibtisam, repeat that, please. Yep. يا أستاذ.
خرج الطلاب جدد.
خرج.
خرج الطلاب جدد.
Is that
وذهب.
jududun with tanween? Did you say jududun with tanween?
No, just say جدد.
Okay, good.
وذهبوا إلى المدير.
Ayyuwa, mashallah, good reading. Meaning?
Oh, Ustad, the new students went خرجوا طلاب. New
So
students.
dahaba means to means went, doesn't it? Kharaja means to leave or exit, doesn't it?
Oh, okay. The new students left and went to the headmaster.
Good, excellent. Okay, next line. Aisha.
فهمت الدرس يا
أفهمت أفهمت
أفهمت الدرس يا طلحة. Wow.
So the verb here is slightly different now to what we've studied in the past, sisters. We're used to studying verbs on the pattern of fa'ala, like kharaja, dhahaba. They've all got fatha. However, this verb is not on that pattern of fa'ala, when every letter has a fatha. In this verb, the second letter has a kasra. So fahima means to understand. He understood. So afahimta, did you understand? Continue, please, Aisha.
Did you understand the lesson? Or Talha?
Very good. And notice here, ad-dawsa is mansoob, has a fatha, because it's maf'ulun bihi, because the lesson is what is being understood. So the action here, the verb here, which is understanding, is being performed on what noun? On the lesson. So the lesson becomes mansoob because it's maf'ulun bihi. Afahimta ad-darsa ya talhatu. Okay, good. And Latifa?
نعم فهمته جيدا. Yes, I understand it well.
Remember, it's past tense, yeah? Fahima, fahimtu, it's all past tense. So I understood it.
Oh, I understood it well.
Yeah, jayidan, I understood it well. Good, well done, Latifa. Ibtisam, next line.
أكتبت الأجواب
Al-ajwibata.
أجوبة يا فيصل. Did you
Now,
write the
al-ajwibata. Yes, go ahead, Ibtisam.
Did you write the answers? Oh, Faisal.
Very good. Did you read that? Did you read the answers? Oh, Faisal. Well done. Akatabta. Did you read al-ajwibata? So al-ajwibata is the plural of jawabun. Jawabun ajwibatun. Okay, so it's the plural of jawabun, which means answer. Did you read the answers? Oh, Faisal. Good. And Aisha, next line.
لا ما كتبتها. No, I didn't read them.
Very good. Well done, Aisha. And Latifa.
لماذا? Why?
Brilliant. Ibtisam.
لأنني ما فهمت الأسئلة.
الأسئلة.
الأسئلة. Because surely I didn't understand the questions.
Yeah, this here is not the inna like we familiarized ourselves with earlier. It's just li'anna. Li'anna means because. Li'anna means because. And so when we say li'annani, it means because I. Because I did not understand the questions. لأنني ما فهمت الأسئلة. And we say al-as'ilata instead of al-as'ilatu because it's mansoob. Why is it mansoob? Because it's maf'ulun bihi. Why is it maf'ulun bihi? Because the questions is what the action falls upon. We're talking about understanding something. To understand, this is the action. What does the action fall upon here in the sentence? Upon the questions. The actions being questions. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not explaining that in a confusing way. Okay. Right, next page 31. Go ahead, please, Aisha.
حفيدة.
So ignore the ignore the fatha above the dha.
Okay.
It's a sukoon.
Okay.
Mhm.
أحفظت سورة الفجر يا إبراهيم.
Surata.
سورة الفجر يا إبراهيم.
Good. So hafidha means to memorize.
Memorize. Did you memorize Surah Al-Fajr or Ibrahim?
Exactly. Did you memorize or have you memorized? Yep, good. So here you've got another verb on the same pattern as fahima, which we just took a few moments ago. But you've got another verb here, hafidha. And hafidha means to memorize or to save. Okay. And the reason why the fatha here, I believe, is because it used to be hafidha. But then when we added the ta, it became hafidta. But it's like they've left the kasra there. Maybe it's just a mistake, but I'm just guessing they've left the kasra there just to show you that it used to be there, but then it changed to a sukoon. Okay, so hafidta surat al-fajri. You can see surata al-fajri is mudaf and mudafun ilayh, and surata is mansoob because it's maf'ul bihi, because that it's the surah which is being memorized. So the action is falling upon the surah. Al-Fajri is mudafun ilayhi, so it's majroor. Ya Ibrahimu. Good. You know, like for example, we say when someone's memorized the Quran, notice it's the same letters, but we've just added an alif after the ha. So we say hafid, which means one who is memorized. One that's like the doer of the action, the one who is memorized. Al-Hafid. Okay. And the next line, is it Latifa's turn? Go ahead.
نعم حفظتها وحفظت سورة التين أيضا. Yes, I have memorized it, and I have memorized Surah Al-Teen also.
Exactly. Well done. Well translated. Now, just the dha, when we say hafidha, it sounds a bit like a fa when you're saying. It's like you're saying hafiftuha, like hafiftuha. I'm not the best. I'm far from it when it comes to the actual pronunciation of the letters, but I do my best. But try to. You've got the ha, fi. The fi obviously is like like an F sound, isn't it? Hafi. But then the dha, it's more like a sound than a fa sound. حفظتها وحفظت سورة التين أيضا. Yes, I memorized it, and I memorized Surah Al-Teen also. Well done. Any questions, sisters? Okay, the next two exercises you can please do in your own time. Please do it in your own time, inshallah. Okay, it's just answering the questions and marking sentences with a tick or a cross, depending on whether it's correct or incorrect. Moving on to page 32. Aha. Any questions? Okay, Bismillah. Ta'ammal. Now here it says ta'ammal, yeah, which means to like reflect upon. I believe I translated this word when I was studying this book many years ago. And I've just always kept to that word. I don't know if there's a better translation, but I always just translate it to mean reflect. So it's a command. We're being commanded to do something. And it's the same like whether I say he opened the door, or if I say to you and I command you, open the door, it's still a verb, okay? And whatever you're opening, whether he opened it or he is going to open it, or I'm ordering you to open it, it's going to be maf'ul bihi. That which is being opened, in this case the door, is going to be maf'ul bihi. Here, we're being commanded to reflect upon the following examples. Al-amthilata, which is the plural of mithal, which means examples. Al-atiyata, the following, so meaning the following examples. So because we're being commanded to do something, this is a command, this is an action. We're being commanded to reflect upon what? The following examples. So al-amthilata is mansub, and al-atiyata is also mansub. Ta'ammal al-amthilata al-atiyata. Reflect upon the following examples. Now, I don't think I've ever explained that to you, even though I've been reading that from the very beginning of Madina Book 1. But now its time has come to explain why. Now the time has come. All right, let's look at this, sisters. I like little diagrams like this. I don't know, it really helps me sort of clarify things and get a clearer picture in my mind. You know, it helps sort of clear away the fog and the clouds. So let's have a look. Al-Quran, the Quran. Qara'a at-talibu al-Qur'ana. So the student read. So qara'a means to read. The student read the Quran. Al-Qur'ana with fatha because it's maf'ulun bihi. Okay, over to the left. Al-qahwatu, coffee. Shariba ad-dayfu al-qahwata. So the guest drank the coffee. Shariba means to drink. Ad-dayfu means the guest. And al-qahwata is the coffee. You can see al-qahwata is maf'ul bihi, mansub. And you can see ad-dayfu is mawfu'. The fa'il, the do of the verb, ya akhawati, our sisters, the do of the verb is always mawfu'. You can see qara'a at-talibu, sharaba ad-dayfu. This is a qaida, okay? The fa'il, the doer of the verb, of the action, is mawfu'. Don't think, is it kasra or fatha or ish? No, it's dhamma, it's mawfu'. Okay? طيب, next line. Ad-darsu, the lesson. Kataba al-mudarrisu ad-darsa. The teacher wrote the lesson. Over to the left. Al-babu, the door. The door. Fatah, no. Fatahat. Fatahat Aminatu al-baba. Amina opened the door. Amina opened the door. Inshallah, that's clear. Then this little diagram here, what does it say? It says qara'a at-talibu al-Qur'ana. So qara'a is the verb. Fi'l madi. Fi'l means verb. Madi means past tense. At-talibu, we can see here, is the fa'il, al-fa'il. I mentioned earlier, al-hafidh. It's on the same pattern. There are 4 letters. The second letter is an alif. Jalis, qari', katib, talib. So you can see these words. The second letter is an alif. Okay, this is the fa'il, this is the doer of the action. And then you can see al-Qur'ana. So here, the action of reading was performed on the Quran. Okay, the Quran is what is being read. Okay, so it's the al-maf'ulu bihi. Okay, and you can see it's mansub. Any questions at all before we continue? I'm just checking now. I hope I'm not offline. That's happened before. Massive explanation and I'm talking to myself. Yep, looks like everyone's here, just muted. Okay, I'm gonna assume your silence means you're good to keep going, so let's do that, inshallah. Moving on. Right, let's have a look. Tayyib. Right, I think this would be homework, I believe. Yes. So let's see. أين الفاعل والمفعول به في الجمل الآتية. طيب. So basically we need to do what? We need to work out here, where is the fa'il and where is the al-maf'ulu bihi? Okay, in each sentence. Okay, we need to specify, we need to show where the fa'il is, and you can see in the diagram above, innit? You've got at-talibu is the fa'il and al-Qur'ana is the al-maf'ulu bihi. We've got to work out in these following sentences, how many are there? There are 10 sentences. which in each of these sentences, which one's the fa'il and which one is the maf'ulun bihi. Okay, it says da khattan wahidan taht al-fa'il. So it says place one line below the fa'il. Okay, wa khattayn, and two lines taht al-maf'ul bihi. Al-maf'uli bihi. Okay, and place two lines under the maf'ul bihi. Okay, so if we look at the first sentence, it says kasara tiflu al-qalama. So the child broke the pen. The child broke the pen. Sisters, you need to make sure you're focusing, you're paying attention, and that you're fully understanding and grasping what I'm explaining here. This is very, very important and major part of the Arabic language. But however, very simple. When you break it down, it's very simple. It's not complicated. But it will be complicated if you don't master each step as we go along. Okay, so really make sure you've got this locked down, inshallah. Kasara is the fi'l, is the verb. At-tiflu is the do of the verb. So here is the fa'il. Here is where we'll put one line under for the fa'il. So one line goes under at-tiflu. And al-qalama is that which was broken. The pen is that which was broken. So the action was performed on the pen. So it's maf'ulun bihi. So under al-qalama, we put two lines. This, inshallah, I'd like you to complete in your own time as homework. Any questions before we start page 33? Any questions, sisters? Okay. Next exercise as well. You'd also need to complete for homework. Okay. And you could be creative if you like. Number one, you can see man fataha, who opened. It's just upon you to fill out the blanks, but also make sure you put the fatha and the kasra and the dhamma. So for example, if I say man fataha, we've had al-baba, who opened the door. Let's think of another word. What other words? Maybe I could say, I don't know, maybe the fridge. Who opened the fridge? Man fataha الثلاجة. Man fataha الثلاجة. So who opened the fridge? So make sure you say الثلاجة and you put the fatha because it's maf'ul bihi, isn't it? It's mansub. So make sure you do that as well as part of the exercise. Okay, any questions before we continue? Okay, next exercise. Hold on. Al-Qur'anu. Right, so what we need to do here is we need to make the following words. You can see there are 6 of them. Okay, we need to make them maf'ulun bihi. Okay, so you need to write these 6 words in 6 different sentences, making sure that the word becomes maf'ulun bihi. So for example, al-Qur'anu. So you're going to say basically, he read the Quran, aren't you? Or you can say Aisha read the Quran. Yeah. Then you've got al-qahwatu. So we need to make al-qahwatu maf'ulun bihi. So we can say, for example, Ibtisam drank the coffee. Ibtisam drank the coffee. And then we've got at-tufahu. So maybe you can say Latifa threw the apple at the teacher's head. No, that's not a good example. But something like that, where the word becomes maf'ulun bihi. Okay? Any questions before we move on? All right. I would like to get you guys reading something before we end today. But there's a lot of exercises here. I just don't want to use the time going through these exercises. I want you to use this time now for me to explain things, because it's only 1 hour a week, and your own time to fill out these exercises, inshallah. Okay. Let's have a quick look. It's been very quiet recently. I'm just getting worried. Everyone's here. Yep. Okay. No messages on YouTube. Okay. Why not? We're waiting for your messages. Send them through, inshallah. Okay. Right. Next exercise. Over to page. Hold on a second. Where have we gone? Have I gone down too far? Hold on, just getting my bearings. Okay, yep. All right. So I just lost my bearings for a sec. Okay, the bottom of page 33. Okay, تأمل المثالين الآتيتين. So reflect upon the following two examples. Let's have a look. At-tulabu, the top on the right, number one. It says At-tulabu dahabu ila al-mal'abi. So remember I was saying if the verb, let me just read the second line on the right hand side, yeah? ذهب الطلاب إلى الملعب. So you can see, look, if you just look on these two sentences, at the top, the verb came after the fa'il. At-tullabu is the fa'il, and then the verb came. So at-tullabu dahabu. So here, if the verb comes after the fa'il, it's going to be, if the fa'il is plural, the verb's going to be plural. So at-tullabu dahabu ila al-mal'abi. The students went to the playground. However, this is the exact same meaning here at the bottom. Dahaba tullabu. However, here the verb came first. And if the verb comes first, it must be in the singular form. Okay, you can't say dahabu at-tullabu. You have to say dahaba at-tullabu. Okay, so if the verb comes first, it has to be in the singular form. Okay, ذهب الطلاب إلى الملعب. Right, let's look at the left. Okay, so now this is the right hand side is masculine. Let's look at the feminine. الطالبات ذهبنا. So we know ذهبنا is the plural feminine form. We add the noon with the fatha. الطالبات ذهبنا إلى المكتبة. The female students went to the library. And then ذهبت الطالبة إلى المكتبة. The female students went to the library. So the same meaning. So notice here we've got dahabat. Because the verb came before the fa'il, came first, we have to use the singular form. We say dahabat. Until now, we're used to saying dahabat means she went. But now you can see it says at-talibatu. It's plural. So we have to say they went, or the students went, or even to add more to it, the female students went. The female students went to the library. Okay. I do my best to explain clearly and concisely, and I'm very also aware that I can also waffle and go on too much, which I try my best to avoid. So I hope that's clear, inshallah. Moving on to page 34. Any questions before we move on? It's very, very silent. So it's very silent. So I do get worried. But yeah, everyone looks like they're still here. Is my internet on? Check. Getting paranoid. Yeah, internet's charging. Okay, Ibtisam. Yes, Ibtisam.
Yes.
You unmuted your microphone for any particular reason?
No problem.
I was just asking because I asked if there were any questions and then you unmuted your microphone. So I thought you might want to ask something.
No, I'm alright.
Okay, great. So next page, inshallah. Bismillah. Right, here it says qaddim, which means to bring forward. To bring forward. Okay, so bring forward the verb. So if we have a look here, sisters, al-awladu. Al-awladu is the plural of waladun, a boy. Okay, so al-awladu is the boys. Okay, so the boys sharibu al-qahwata. Oh, they've done it for us, the first one. If you look over to the left, it says sharab al-awladu al-qahwata. Okay, so you can see here on the right hand side, the verb came after the fa'il, and so therefore was plural. But then on the left, when the verb came first, it became singular form. Okay, so inshallah, I'd like you all to complete this in your own time as well. I hope that's clear what you need to do. Okay, and it's very helpful, these exercises. They usually complete the first question for you, just to show you, you know, what they're after. So I find that very helpful as well. All right, moving on, inshallah. Next exercise. Oh, we might be able to finish today. We might be able to finish lesson 5 today, which would be brilliant if we can. Okay, تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. Right, خرج الطلاب وذهبوا. The students went out and went, or left and went. قرأ الطلاب وكتبوا. The students read and wrote. The students read and wrote. Okay. أكل الناس وشربوا. The people ate and drank. أكل, to eat. وشربوا, they ate. So when we say أكل الناس وشربوا, the people ate and drank. Okay, moving on to page 35. Bismillah. Right. Here we need to make sentences. So dakhala and jalasa. Okay, so what we're going to say here. كون جملة مثل هذه المستعملة الفعلين الواردين كل تمرين مستعينا بالكلمات التي بين قوسين. So yeah, we just need to make sentences of this. So dakhala wa jalasa. So what we're going to say here, we need to use dakhala and jalasa and at-tullabu and al-fasla. So dakhala at-tullabu wa jalasu fil fasli. Dakhala at-tullabu wa jalasu fil fasli. The students entered and sat in the classroom. Okay, any questions? Okay, let's have a look at this exercise. Exercise number 11 it says تأمل ما يلي. It says من فتح الباب. Who opened the door? On the left, then the answerer says أنا فتحته. I opened it. And they're breaking it down for us now in brackets, which is very kind of them to do. Fatahtu means I opened, plus the who, the pronoun, which means it. So fatahtuhu, I opened it. And وَمَنْ فَتَحَ النَّوَافِذَ, and who opened, without and, who opened the windows? أَنَا فَتَحْتُهَا, I opened them. Fatahtu plus her, or plus ha. Naam, I opened them. طيب. And then we have al-kalimatul jadida. Okay, the new words. So al-inabu. Al-inab means grape. Grapes. Al-inabu. Al-mawzu is the banana. At-tinu is, what's teen? Is it teen or teen? Where did we see the word teen? Pardon?
Figs.
Yes, did we not? Oh, it was Surah Teen, wasn't it? That's what you read, Surah Teen. Yeah, okay. Al-Fajru. Jawabun is answer. Jam'uhu ajwibatun. Su'alun is question. Jam'uhu as'ilatun. Al-Baqqalu. What's Baqqalu? Any ideas what Baqqalu means? Quickly skip back to the back of lesson 5. Questions. Baqqalu. Baqqalun means grocer. A grocer. Somebody who works in the groceries. Al-Baqqalu. Now I know why they call it Baqala. They call the corner shops here Baqala. That's why. Okay. Al-Asa. So you've got Al-Fajr, Al-Asa, Al-Maghrib, Al-Isha. Then Hayyatun. Hayyatun, I believe, means snake. Snake. Jam'uhu hayyatun. Sami'a, to hear. Fahima, to understand. And shariba, to drink. Which brings us to the end of lesson 5. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, next week we're going to study ad-dars as-sadis. For those watching on YouTube, any questions, please post them, and I'm always keeping track of my YouTube questions and things like that. So do post them. Alhamdulillah, we have these videos we can revise from and we can go back to when we need to refer to them, inshallah. Any questions at all? Okay, I'm going to end the live broadcast. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum.